The less AHCA comes into your building, the less chances are you have of getting in trouble with AHCA. So let's say you have a standard license, they're only supposed to come every 2 years for like a day or two, depending on the size of your facility. That's not that bad. The less time they're in your facility, they can't find anything. Your chance goes down 100% when they're not in your facility. When they're at somewhere else's facility in their office, 100% chance you cannot get a violation. Isn't that pretty cool? So with that said, what can you do to keep them out besides locking the door? Because that's not right. It's illegal. You're going to get in trouble. Don't do it. Okay. Who calls AHCA? Residents, family members, and third parties. Let's take care of residents first. Okay. You need to get out of your little cubicles in your office and go sit down or invite them into your office one by one. You need to talk to your residents. I know, it sounds a little scary, right? You need to talk to them. You need to ask them, be sincere when you're talking to them. Don't be like with an attitude and like, how's everything? Is everything good? What do you mean you don't like the food? This food is good. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Be very nice. Be very open. Be very real, and be yourself, and be a human being that cares about what they're saying. I know a lot of it can be a little bit agitating, because let's face it, every time they usually tell you the food sucks, this is the worst place, this is blah, blah, blah. But do your best. Talk to them. See if they have any concerns. See if you can address the concerns. And seriously try to address the concerns. Don't just, if you blow them off, that's gonna make it worse. Because the reason they call it is they figure nobody cares, and this is the only way to get back at you. And you are the rich person, the millionaire who takes all their Social Security checks and flies around the world and all this stuff. This is what they have in their head, while they're eating, their crappy food that they claim, which is not crappy, by the way. It's very good. So that's really important. Talk to your residents, get a feel for what's going on. Try to resolve their issues and make them feel better, feel like they're important, which they are, and that should help to bring down the complaints filed by the residents. Now with your family members, it's the same thing. You need to be in communication with them. If you come to your facility, reach out to them, go find them, say, hey, how's everything doing? Is everything okay? Is there anything you can do? You're in the business to please, business to serve, and make sure that they are happy with the product that they are getting from your facility. Now, with that said, I would also, because not all family members come to the facility, I would also make it a monthly thing, if not more often, but monthly is good, to at least reach out to them by telephone. Call them or schedule, phone conversation, same thing. Touch base with them. How are they doing? How's their loved one being treated? Is everything okay? Any complaints? Any issues? If they do have issues, take care of them. Call them back. I took care of it. This is what I did. Ladies and gentlemen, that goes a heck of a long way. Not only for family members not feeling like you don't care and not calling AHCA for their frustrations, it also goes a long way to prevent those lawsuits. Make sure you document these conversations. So if it ever does go to court or a lawsuit gets filed, you pull out your notes. Resident members saying, the residents saying everything is great and dandy. This place is like the best thing since sliced bread. Family saying the same thing. They don't have any complaints. Everything is great. They have a hard time making a case if that's the story. So that's my solution to your problem. Keep AHCA out of your building, but not by locking the door, by doing some of the suggestions I just suggest. Oh, almost forgot an important one. There's no regulation against you making your own hotline number and plastering it all over your facility on the wall. You can make a little poster if you like, that if they have any complaints, concerns, or issues, they can call this number. Now, you can contract with third parties that will do this, that are neutral, or you can set up a line with a recording at the other end, and the individuals, the resident, or whoever does call, of course, state this is the ABC facility hotline, blah, 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 and someone will get back to you and take care of your issue. That way you can kind of get ahead of the storm. Somebody calls and leaves a message regarding a concern that they have or a complaint regarding your facility. nicely, you can go and address it with the family or the resident. That way, that kind of gets around them calling the other numbers. That's just a suggestion. There's nothing illegal about it. Just make sure you state that this is the facility hotline number. And that's a really cool trick that I have seen work pretty well.